Catch that. G. 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 G over. Bye. Bye. Pick your feet up. Back up. Back up. Back. Back. Oh. Good morning, everybody. It's a wet morning this morning. We got a lot of rain last night. And so I need to work these horses. Baron is just full of it. He definitely needs to get to work. So I'm choosing to hitch onto my stone boat and go around my short little loop that I have to get rid of some of this energy that he has. He has been and did, oh, bye, breed lady, oh, last night and the night before, oh. So we'll continue to actually breed her again if she stays in heat. And everything's going quite well there. But it just seems to get him worked up all the more, oh, in the breeding time. G a little bit, G, careful. I actually worked him fairly hard yesterday, but it takes an awful lot to work him enough so he's working good. He will settle down and lug after a little while here, but for the first time around, he's usually kind of crazy. Careful, careful, careful. Careful, careful. These mud puddles I have, I gotta be careful with because they'll slip because of the mud, but it actually pulls easier because of the mud also. It's slimy and underneath it, and so it pulls easier. Just a little thought as we're going along here. All horses are different, but I've had several studs before, and I think at the time I was doing a lot more logging, so they were working really, really hard, and I just had less troubles with them than I'm having with Baron. Baron, even though I'm working him somewhat, it's not hard enough, and so he's just being a nuisance. It just takes a lot of work when you have a stud. So I guess my suggestion to people that are thinking about getting a stud, and then again, some studs are fine. They don't have this extra energy that he has. But if they got energy like he has, you better be prepared to do a lot of working with them if you're going to be handling them good. Oh. I like this heavy stone boat because when they're standing here, Baron doesn't have the ability to go back and forth to hit onto the truck body. He can back up, except for he's tied. But with this heavy load, he just can't easily shift it forward and back. Whoops, I took his bridle off this morning. Look at that, halter. I've taken halters off so much over the years that I never even thought about it, and halter just came off. I did this one other time a while back too, but he is fine being tied to the bridle. I am going to tighten up his throat latch just a touch more, just to make darn sure. And of course, being hitched to that stone boat, it'll be better. But I also am going to hitch him twice. I'm going to get a long lead rope and hitch him from his bit over to that other side, just to keep his head away from Bill, and just so he doesn't misbehave, of course. But I don't expect he will. I'll be right back. I'll just give you a quick itinerary, I guess you could tell, of my day today, if at all possible. Didn't realize I got a hitch rope right here, but anyways, I need a long one for this setup. So anyways, I'm going to be working on my wagon some today, and maybe even get it about finished. I am going to exercise them a little bit more on this stone boat. We have round bales to haul with these guys. As you can see, we got a lot of rain last night, but the weather is really questionable. The next 2 days look fairly nice. Not so much today. It's supposed to rain some more today. But if there's any way I can get down a tiny little piece of hay on the ground today and really push it hard to try and get it dried in the next 2 days, I think I might try that. Whether it's on video, I don't know, but that's my plan for the day. Right now though, let me go show you, give you an update on my wagon.
Before we do that, let's see how he's doing with a wall.
Yeah, I spread manure yesterday, and the spreader is easy to rock back and forth. And so he was rocking it back and forth some and hitting that wall a little bit.
See those little things right there.
And I noticed at one point when he actually did it and it bent in a little bit. So I may have to pull that top board off and put 1 or 2 more 2x behind this wall. Otherwise, he might break it.
I like the look of this wall from afar, and I want him to do the rest of the wall. Just for aesthetic reasons.
I told her she can paint it. What do you guys think? So I'm not gonna go put that wall all the way to the top.
Look, they broke it up here, so you might want something up there too.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think that was something else. Anyways, let me go show you the wagon. So here's the progress I've been making on my wagon. I got the stringers all in. They're all bolted securely. I started putting the crossboards on. Everything was twisted and so out of square, and the walls had pulled away from, from the boards. That's why the boards were falling out. So I have done a lot of stretching with my straps to pull everything back together, and it seems to be coming back together pretty well. I've got another third of the wagon to go as far as getting the boards done there. I started up here by just having a small gap between each board. I decided at this point here I'm going to have it fairly solid, but they had put in a piece of threaded rod through the center to hold the whole bottom of the wagon together, which I decided to keep. So there's a gap there where that threaded rod is, but it's just going to make it so much easier without gaps here that your feet are going to slip into while most of the time is spent right here throwing the hay onto the elevator. So I'm liking that. It's working good for me. So try to think of what else. I've still got quite a bit more to go, and then we got to get it picked up so I can pull the wagon underneath it. So I will keep you updated. Oh, one other thing. So these are the J hooks that are made here. I've got a hole made even right here. This will come up from the bottom, and this J hook will go around the bottom of the steel rack, and that's what holds this all together. I don't feel that there was enough of them in here because it's like through the doorway there's absolutely nothing. So I'm thinking I might even get some carriage bolts to go down through here just into the wood itself. That will hold this strap really tight to the wood so it's not less apt to spread apart. I love this wagon, but there are some problems with it, and that's one of them. They tend to slide out. My neighbor that is making me some more J-bolts right now, he's got one of these at his place that he borrowed, and some of the boards have already pulled out of there, and because the sides have spread. So I hope I can get those problems fixed to make it even a better wagon than it was originally. So I think that's about all I wanted to show you on this at this point. I'll continue showing the progress on this wagon, but let's go back now even to the sawmill because I had to saw these boards out. So I'll show you a little bit about how I did that.
Jim is busy sawing out some more plank. Use that for his floor on the wagon.
Okay, I'm gonna quit as far as cutting the 1.5 inches for my wagon. I don't know for sure how much it's gonna take. I'll put this stuff on, and then I still have some more wood to saw into 1.5 inch stuff if I need to. Hop, hop. Hey, step by. Careful. Oh.
I think they'll be fine.
I'll get these three. Oh, I'll get these three, then we'll swap drivers. And I need you to, well, let me just get these three first. Good.
Ooh.
So I believe we have 14 bales to bring back to the barn of these round bales. In this nice clover field, we need to get these bales off the field because the clover is really growing fast. And we have to be a little bit careful because Brenda's not used to driving barren. But I worked him fairly hard on the stone boat this morning, so I think he'll be fine. And I'm going to let Brenda do quite a lot of the driving as far as right here in the field. But we can get 6 bales on this wagon, and we'll take 1 bale back with the skid steer. So 2 loads and we'll be all done. So here comes Brenda with this load. I am shocked at how cool it is right now. This is afternoon, and this morning when I first started working the horses and doing the work on the wagon, it was so hot. And then we didn't get any rain, but close by they must have got rain. We heard it thundering, and it just cooled down so much. It's quite pleasant out working now. I haven't decided as far as mowing hay. I'm a little bit scared because the ground is so wet. Not just a matter of whether I'd have enough time to dry it. This is Wednesday. It's supposed to be cloudy all day, and then tomorrow and Friday is supposed to be beautiful, but the ground is so wet. I don't know, I'm a little bit scared, so I don't know what we will do there. I can tie him.
I never feed him anything. Whatever, never mind.
Follow me out, G. Calf step. G, calf step. Oh, calf step. Anyway. Yeah, Jeep. Really? Oh. It's good. It's good. Climb up there. As soon as I'm loaded, I want you to go right down between those two bales.
These two?
Yes.
Good.
Okay. So here comes Brenda. We'll get 3 more bales in the wagon. And then the last bale we'll take up with the skid steer. Good right there. So that's all of it. Let's head it home.
for all your good service, everybody. Here, Billy. Don't bite my hand. Baron.
So I got a quick question for all you guys that possibly have used round bales. What is the proper way, what is the best way to put round bales out in the field to store for the wintertime? Do you leave them so there's a gap of air in between each bale? Do you push them right tight together so that there's no gap? Do you pile them up in a pyramid type of thing? And I'm curious to see what you guys think about all that as to how the proper and best way to do it is. Let me know in the comments below.
And here's Duke and Earl enjoying some time in the pasture. I thought I'd come over and say hello to them. They're always willing to say hello. They're doing well out here. And Dookie, I want to show you to everybody, but you won't let me. And I just think they're really growing very nicely. Just standing out here and eating. Norm, look behind you. So on this breezy, cool day, I thought I'd take you out to the garden and show you how things are looking. We just got a lot of rain, so it's a little bit weedy, but that also means things are growing. We'll cultivate it as soon as it dries out a little bit, and that'll kill a lot of the weeds. But here's our corn, and right here I've got a bunch of rows of zinnias. Hey Norman. Our tomatoes are coming along very nicely. I've got a bunch of heirloom tomatoes in here, plus a lot of Roma tomatoes at the end of the garden. Here's a couple of volunteer sunflower seeds. Got some cucumbers coming. I've got cucumber beetles, which drive me nuts. They're always eating my cucumbers. I've got a row of greens here, spinach and beets, and then I've got turnips and broccoli and more zinnias down there. We got some, look at that. The bugs are getting after my zucchini. And here's our potato crop, which is doing great, but the potato bugs have showed up. I picked them, then I put a homemade concoction of vinegar, Dawn dish soap, I guess that was it, and water on them, which was supposed to kill them. It didn't. I tried wood ashes. That didn't kill them either. So, you know, it's very annoying. I've got some dahlias coming up here, thanks to my mother-in-law. She gave me some dahlias. Here's some garlic, which I need to pick these off now. I picked our strawberries today, and I think I got the last crop of strawberries. And we've gotten a nice crop off of them. Here's our raised bed, which is kind of weedy right now, but I'm going to show you after I get done weeding everything too. So stay tuned for that. There's onions and carrots and lettuce and more cucumbers in here and some flowers over there. I also wanted to show you what's going on with our fruit. I find this so exciting how much promise of grapes there are. These are like red grapes. My sister gave me this plant. It's doing amazing. It did great last year. They're little seedless grapes, so delicious. And then here are the raspberries. They're coming along good. I noticed there's a couple that are just starting here, and my plan is to get these hoisted up along the sides because they're going to start drooping. And our apples this year are coming along just so nicely. This tree doesn't even have as many as a lot of the other trees do. And I'll give you just a little show of my flower garden over here. Not a huge amount's blooming right now, but I really enjoy working out here. And it's been a lot of fun for me already this year. Well, thanks for coming along with us today. We hope you enjoyed the video, and we hope that things are going well for you in your gardens. And if you don't have a garden, we hope you're finding ways to enjoy all the wonderful things of summer and beautiful creation. One last thing is our clematis. And I've had this for between 15 and 20 years, and it always does nicely. So, once again, have a great day. Bye.